Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Acti-Statin, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Dock Lane's Veterinary Pharmacy, Keeneland, Malone's, New York Thoroughbred Breeding and Development Fund, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Paul Miller Ford built Ford tough for over 60 years, Quillen Leather and Tack, Sally Horse Fence, Shadwell Farm, Spendthrift Farm, Three Chimneys Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring 4 stakes races from Betfair Hollywood Park, including the final edition of the Grade 1 Cash Call Futurity. We begin with sprinters at Calder in the Kenny No Jr. Handicap. Black Diamond Cap, the even money favorite, Bobby Newman picks up the call.
As they move around the turn, Simstown has taken the lead. Simstown, Fort Loudon, Black Diamond Cat under pressure between horses and trying to stick it on out. Now goes Simstown, takes charge at the top of the stretch. Simstown now onto the front. Fort Loudon trying to stick with him. Imperial Czar is closing. Black Diamond Cat didn't fire today. Close it out down the grandstand side, but it's Simstown clear at the 16th pole. Simstown close it out, surging in the final 16th, but Simstown will take the Kenny No Jr. Handicap.
Simstown holds off, close it out by a length and a quarter. Edgard Zayas aboard the OBS Cells Graduate in 117 flat. The first stakes victory for Simstown, who was last seen taking an allowance optional claimer at Gulfstream Park. The 5-year-old horse by Limehouse was bred in Virginia by Audley Farm. It was a $155,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Trained by Marty Wolfson, Simstown has earned $145,000 for Silverton Hill, LLC. To Gulfstream Park for sprinting fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Sugar Swirl Stakes. Heart Stealer, the 11-10 favorite, Larry Comas picks up the call.
Our Free Roll out there by a length. Munning Sister second. Crazy About Me third to the inside. Then Classic Point. The opening quarter was in 22-1. Heart Stealer is now being pushed on for more speed, splitting horses in fifth, but beginning to move up on the turn, and Heart Stealer just grabbed third. The trailer is Twice Told Tale. 5/16 to go. Our Free Roll, Munning Sister, Heart Stealer coming up to them now. Classic Point very wide, dropping back. Crazy About Me cuts the corner in Twice Told Tale. They're into the stretch. Munning Sister on the outside of Our Free Roll. Heart Stealer all out to stick with them. Our Free Roll digs in at the rail. Munning Sister, Heart Stealer on the far outside. These three down to the line. Our Free Roll, Munning Sister, Heart Stealer. Here comes Heart Stealer on the far outside with Our Free Roll, Heart Stealer.
The heavy favorite Heart Stealer by Windstar Farm Stallion Speightstown gets up to defeat Our Free Roll by a neck. Javier Castellano aboard the Keeneland Cells Graduate in 109-2. Another stakes winner for Marty Wolfson, who scratched Heart Stealer out of the Kenny No Jr. Handicap in favor of this spot. Formerly trained by both Dale Romans and Bob Baffert, Heart Stealer has 2 wins and a second in 3 starts for Wolfson. The 3-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by Fairlawn Farm and originally sold for $180,000 at the Keeneland November sale. A $300,000 Saratoga yearling, Heart Stealer has earned $141,000 for Peachtree Stable. To Betfair Hollywood Park for fillies and mares in the Playa del Rey Stakes. Teddy's Promise, the 1-2 favorite. Vic Stauffer picks up the call.
Teddy's Promise gets away to the quarter pole. It is Teddy's Promise now running strongly. She's just at the top of the stretch in the 4th Playa del Rey Stakes, and she's built up a 4-length lead on Judy in Disguise, Mind's Eyes, and Rumor. There Is No Limit is next. Warren's Blossom has dropped out last, and Teddy's Promise comes to mid-stretch and has a big lead. Teddy's Promise 4 lengths in front from Judy in Disguise, Mind's Eyes, and Rumor, and it's Teddy's Promise a 16th out, still in front by 3. Judy in Disguise running a good one, but Teddy's Promise is just too good. Teddy's Promise wins.
Odds-on favorite Teddy's Promise, the front-running winner by a length and a quarter over Judy in Disguise. Victor Espinoza up in 109-3. Winner of the Grade 1 La Brea Stakes at 3 and the Grade 2 Santa Monica Stakes earlier this year, the Ron Ellis trainee was coming off an 8th place finish in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. The 5-year-old mare by Salt Lake was bred in California by her owners, Ted and Judy Nichols. Teddy's Promise has earned $882,000. Teddy's Promise paid $3 to win and is the Malone's Favorite of the Week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Back to Gulfstream Park for fillies and mares in the South Beach Stakes on turf. Baffle Me, the even money favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
Around the far turn, Miss Montreal by a neck. Baffle Me continues to press on the outside. And a 4-wide move from Shore Route, who revs it up quickly now. And Shore Route makes a move for the lead at the top of the stretch. Then Ready Signal, Angel South, Moment and Dixie on the outside. And Anna Louisa's on the far outside and moving up. Then Sisterhood, Final Furlong. Baffle Me on the inside. Miss Montreal fights on Shore Route to the outside. It is Baffle Me, Miss Montreal, Shore Route, late move, Moment and Dixie, and Anna Louisa. Here's the wire. Baffle Me has won.
The heavy favorite Baffle Me by Claiborne Farm Stallion First Samurai scores by half a length over long shot Sure Route. Record-setting jockey Javier Castellano aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:30 the third consecutive victory for Baffle Me, who captured overnight stakes at Belmont Park in her last 2 starts. The 4-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by the Peter J. Callahan Revocable Trust and was a $130,000 Keeneland September yearling. Trained by Mark Hennig, Baffle Me has earned $427,000 for Lee Lewis. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup coming up in this segment. We begin at Betfair Hollywood Park with the Grade 3 Native Diver Stakes. Hall of Fame trainer Jerry Hollendorfer sent out 3 starters, including 5-2 favorite Hear the Ghost. Vic Stauffer has the call.
Up the backstretch in the 35th Native Diver Stakes, Blue Skies and Rainbows and Martin Pedroza to the 4.5, and they lead it 3/4 of a length to Soy Fett and Joel Rosario in second. Setsuko, Hear the Ghost between horses, and stablemate Rousing Sermon 3 wide. They make up the second flight, and they are just a length and 3/4 from the front. Drill is still second to last, but only 3 lengths behind. Mobilized is still the trailer. 3 furlongs to go in a hard-fought Native Diver, and Blue Skies and Rainbows has the lead. Soy Fett looks to be backing out. He passed by Rousing Sermon. Setsuko's at the rail. Drill's going to be 5 wide. Here the Ghost is in the 2-path. He could still do it. Mobilized is the trailer. Many chances. Top of the stretch. Blue Skies and Rainbows has the lead. Here the Ghost is out after him in second. Drill is closing in the center. Blue Skies and Rainbows turning them all away. Blue Skies and Rainbows now 3 lengths in front. Here the Ghost. Rousing Sermon. Right now it's Hollendorfer 1, 2, 3. Blue Skies and Rainbows. Here the Ghost, Rousing Sermon, Blue Skies and Rainbows.
3-1 second choice, Blue Skies and Rainbows takes the field gate to wire to defeat the favorite Hear the Ghost by half a length. Rousing Sermon third for a sweep by Jerry Hollendorfer trainees. Martin Pedroza aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 150 flat. Winner of the Grade 3 Swap Stakes over the track and trip while trained by Bob Baffert, Blue Skies and Rainbows was transferred to Hollendorfer for his current campaign. He was last seen finishing second in the Breeders' Cup Marathon. The 4-year-old colt by English Channel was bred in Virginia by Edward P. Evans. Blue Skies and Rainbows has earned nearly $550,000 for Bad Boy Racing and Whizzaway Farms. The colt was consigned by Lane's End agent to the 2010 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Cecil Seaman agents for $33,000. Grade 3 Native Diver Stakes winner Blue Skies and Rainbows, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. To Woodbine for the closing day feature, the Grade 3 Valedictory Stakes at the marathon distance of 1 3/4 miles. Eagle Poise, the 3-5 favorite, Dan Loisel picks up the call.
Just about 6 furlongs to go in the valedictory. Address Unknown on the inside by neck. Turkish continues to stalk. Gallant Eagle to the extreme outside third. They ran 1 mile and 1:40 4/5. Back and forth is Awesome Overture, who's 3.5 lengths off the lead. Then Peyton. Eagle Poise is to the outside of Peyton. Then Quasitator. Quasitator is 8 lengths off the lead as they run to the half-mile pole. And making a move now is Turkish. Turkish has overtaken Address Unknown. And they ran 1.25 miles in 2:07. And it's Turkish. On the attack, though, is a Gallant Eagle. And backing away is Address Unknown. Awesome Overture with a 3-wide move. and Awesome Overture moves up to threaten and now takes the lead. And it's Awesome Overture in front. And Patrick Husbands has Eagle Poise rolling on the outside. And here comes the track record holder Eagle Poise to take on Awesome Overture. Peyton is third, and Quasitor has come from last. And they're into the stretch. And Eagle Poise has taken the lead, but will have Quasitor to deal with in the last eighth of a mile. Eagle Poise digs down deep, and Quasitor is charging hard. And Quasitor, from last to first, storms home to win the valedictory.
9-2 second choice Quasitor runs by Eagle Poise to defeat the odds-on favored by 3 lengths. A weekend stakes double at Woodbine for jockey Jerry Ogeen. Time of the race 2:59.2. A well-beaten third in last year's valedictory stakes, Quasitor makes it 3 consecutive victories in marathon events over the Woodbine Poly track. Ian Howard trains the Ontario-bred 4-year-old gelding by Friends Lake. Quasitor has earned $455,000 for Wayward Stable. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year. Next, the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup at 1.5 miles. Tamarine, the 7-5 favorite. Once again, here's Vic Stauffer.
It is Segway, a 2-length lead now over Tamarine and Arctic North, who continue to race second and third. Now Tamarine puts his neck into second, and Gary Stevens has to go after Segway, and now he's only 3/4 of a length off that front runner. Then it's 2.5 back to Huntsville. Then comes Irish Surf. He's got 5 lengths to make up, and if Lucayan runs into this pace and runs him down, he's a monster today. There's a half-mile left to run, and Segway gallops past that marker. It is Segway, 1.25 lengths in front of Tamarine, who is now asked to go after the front runner. Segway leads by 1 length. Tamarine is second by 1.5 lengths as Arctic North is now 2.5 from the front. Huntsville is fourth. He's got 3 lengths to make up. Then Irish Surf. Lucayan is 6 lengths behind. There's 2.5 furlongs left to run. Segway and Tamarine. Segway just a neck in front. Tamarine is second. It is 4 lengths now to Arctic North. Lucayan has just moved into fourth, and he is closing strongly. Here's Lucayan within 3.5 of the new leader, and the new leader is Tamarine. Tamarine a 1/2 length in front of Segway in second. Lucayan is trying to run an outstanding, marvelous race, and here he comes. Tamarine has the lead. Here comes Lucayan. Let there be no doubt who's best, Lucayan.
8-5 second choice Lucayan rallies from last to defeat favored Tamarine by 1/2 length. Joel Rosario up in 2:26 flat, a 1:05 brisk speed rating. Winner of the Group 1 French 2000 Guineas at 3, Lucayan gets his first victory in 7 North America starts this year for trainer Neil Drysdale. The French-bred 4-year-old colt by Turtle Bowl was last seen finishing a well-beaten 9th in the Grade 1 Canadian International. Lucayan has earned nearly $660,000 for Pandora Stud. The Spendthrift Farm Share the Upside Stallion of the Week is 3-time Grade 1 winner Flat Out, North America's all-time leading earner from the AP&D sire line. New for 2014 and now available for inspection at Spendthrift. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Remington Springboard Mile just ahead in this segment. 2-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies at Remington Park in the Trapeze Stakes. Undefeated Really and Truly, the 2-1 favorite. Dale Day has the call.
To the far turn they roll, and the battle continues up front. Inside, Really and Truly. Outside, X-Ray Vision. They have 3 furlongs to go, and they've been locked up at the nose all the way. Cabana is now third. The Mejor Fiesta sits there in fourth, waiting for room. Here comes Red Grass Cat, trying to find a path, is fifth at the quarter pole of the Trapeze. X-Ray Vision outside, Really and Truly now swinging out. The Mejor Fiesta for clean sailing has that 3 wide into the stretch, and race on in the Trapeze. The Mejor Fiesta got the room she needed. She rolls on by the pace setters. The Mejor Fiesta inside the furlong pole, galloping out strongly here, up by 3 and drawing clear over Really and Truly. X-Ray Vision is third. Red Grass Cat fourth. Le Mejor Fiesta to win the Trapeze by 1.5 lengths.
5-2 second choice La Mejor Fiesta takes it officially by 1.25 lengths over Really and Truly. Kit DeSormo aboard the Keeneland Cells graduate in 140 flat. A first out maiden winner at Churchill Downs and runner-up in the Tippett Stakes at Colonial Downs. The Wesley Ward trainee was coming off a third-place finish at a turf allowance at Keeneland. The filly by Harlan's Holiday was bred in Kentucky by Forging Oaks and was a $70,000 Keeneland September yearling. La Mior Fiesta has earned nearly $74,000 for Ice Wine Stable. Kit DeSormo with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. Next from Remington Park, the Springboard Mile. Bougie Moon, the 3-1 favorite. Once again, here's Dale Day.
23 2/5 for the opening quarter. Mid backstretch, and Alpha and Omega shows the way by a half length. Duncan Bend ahead better. Then Louis Flower with a half mile to go. Pachanga Party tucks in fourth. Divine View fifth at the rail, just 3 lengths off of it. Bougie Moon rolls wide to the far turn 6, but begins to advance. Walden over Cornerstone moving together, 3 furlongs to go. They got the half in a quick 47 seconds and change. And up front, Duncan Bend now takes over with Louis Flower applying the pressure. Alpha and Omega checks out of it. Coming up the rail, Pachanga Party gets an opening and has a clean trip at the quarter pole. Bougie Moon finds a seam as drops down in. Bougie Moon, a beautiful move to get towards the front, but Louis Flower is there still, top of the lane. Bougie Moon second here in the springboard, charging on. Noble Cornerstone third. Duncan Bend is fourth inside the furlong pole. Louis Flower trying to hold off Noble Cornerstone, up by 2. Noble Cornerstone and Kent DeSormo surging forward. Louis Flower all out under Luis Quinones. Louis Flower to take the springboard by neck over Noble Cornerstone.
23-1 Louis Flower by Three Chimneys Farm Stallion Flower Alley holds off Noble Cornerstone by a neck. Luis Quinones aboard the OBS South Graduate in 138-4. That's 3 consecutive victories over the track for Louis Flower, who is making his stakes debut. The colt was bred in Florida by Shady Brook Farm and Castletop Stable and was a $25,000 OBS August yearling. Trained by Brett Calhoun, Louis Flower has earned $190,000 for Wesley Melcher. Coming up, a dominant winner of the Cash Call Futurity. Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Betfair Hollywood Park for the 33rd and final running of the Grade 1 Cash Call Futurity. Undefeated Shared Belief, the even money favorite. Here's the call by Vic Stauffer.
They're off. Electric Eddie from his inside gate shows speed. Brother Soldier is close up. Shared Belief right up with the leaders. He makes it to the rail and will sit second. Karma King is next, then Even Echo and Bond Holder. Tamarando is at the rail. Rank Has Privileges and Kobe's back 3 wide to the backstretch. At the back of the pack is Tapit Rich, and he has yet to learn his lessons. He's making a mess of the first quarter of a mile. Tapit Rich is got his head in the air, and he's rank to the backside. So they turn into the backstretch in the 33rd. Cash Call Futurity, and Brother Soldier has the lead. He is 3.5 lengths in front of Shared Belief, who is traveling very nicely in second. Then comes Electric Eddie and Karma King. They are third and fourth. Kobe's back has moved his way to fifth, but he's just been passed by stablemate Candy Boy. And here's the first move. Candy Boy going to go all the way up to challenge for the lead. An aggressive move here for Candy Boy, leaving the backstretch, and he is the new leader. Then comes Shakenator, followed by Rank Has Privileges, Even Echo, and Tapit Rich is still at the back of the pack. They run around the far turn. Candy Boy made that early move. He's now in front of Brother Soldier. Shared Belief is about to take second, and here's Shared Belief after Candy Boy at the top of the stretch. Tamarando is moving up. He's drawn within 2.5 of the lead. They run to the top of the stretch, and we have a new leader. It is Shared Belief, and he takes charge. Shared Belief suddenly opens up 3, 4, 5 lengths. Here's a superstar. Shared Belief at the 16th pole is 7 lengths in front of Candy Boy. The road to the Kentucky Derby might be through the jungle. Shared Belief, yes!
Shared Belief draws off to defeat long shot Candy Boy by 5 3/4 lengths. The winner, stablemate Tamarando, takes third. Corey Nakatani aboard in 142 flat. After sweeping the first 3 spots in the Native Diver Stakes earlier on the card, trainer Jerry Hollendorfer runs first and third in the Cash Call Futurity. Shared Belief, the heavy favorite, after rolling to a 7 3/4 length victory in the Grade 3 Hollywood Preview. The gelding by Candy Ride was bred in Kentucky by Pam and Martin Wygod. After breaking his maiden by 7 lengths on debut at Golden Gate, Shared Belief was purchased privately by Jungle Racing and Partners and transferred to Hollendorfer. Shared Belief has earned $451,000. We'll have turf 2-year-olds in the Grade 3 Dania Beach Stakes from Gulfstream Park next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is produced by John Henderson in association with Scott Ryan, Lexington, Kentucky.